All right, everybody. We're going to talk about the 51st Annual CMA Awards because they are coming up on Wednesday, and I'm joined by a self-proclaimed CMA expert.
Country music expert. You're the CMA expert.
I try, but I don't think so. So we're going to fight it out, battle it out here for every major category who we think is going to win and who we actually want to win.
Yep.
Okay, so let's start with Female Vocalist of the Year. The nominees, Kelsey Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, Reba McEntire, Maren Morris, Carrie Underwood. So who do you think is going to win? This category doesn't really change that much. It's had the same two winners for 10 years.
I think Miranda's going to win.
I think she's going to win too. And that's who I want to win.
I want Maren Morris.
You want Maren Morris to win. Why do you want her to win?
She's different. And
she is different.
And you can hear it in her voice, and it's something I haven't heard before in a long time in country music.
I do agree that this category needs to be shaken up a bit because it's either Miranda or Carrie, but I do think Miranda will win, and that's who I want to win because she is my favorite. I wouldn't mind Maren winning, but Miranda has the most nominations, and usually if you're nominated for a bunch of other stuff, you're probably going to win.
You always got Carrie in there who could win.
Carrie, she doesn't really win that many CMAs if you think about it, though. Last year she won. That was the first time in, I think, 10 years that she had won.
That's crazy.
Yeah, or some crazy amount of time. So, yeah, I think it's Miranda. So you think Miranda's going to win, or who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, I thought Miranda.
Okay, so we both agree Miranda will win. I want Miranda to win. You want Maren.
Yes.
Okay. All right. On to a more surprising category. Male Vocalist of the Year. We have Dirk Bentley, Eric Church, Thomas Rhett, Chris Stapleton, Keith Urban. Who do you think will win?
My answer is kind of like yours last time. It'll be who do I think and who do I want is the same. It's Chris Stapleton.
You want and you think he's going to win?
Yes. If we're talking about vocalist, there's no one better in country music right now than Chris Stapleton.
That's true. He has an amazing voice. I think, in terms of Male Vocalist of the Year, who I think is going to win, I think it'll be Keith Urban, actually, which is kind of a wild card, and I get that. Oh, actually, I take it back. I think Thomas Rhett is going to win.
Oh.
Because he won the ACM, and he's just had a humongous year.
See, Lauren's really...
I'm into this.
She's got like the details and all the little notes.
So I actually do think Thomas has a really big chance of winning. I love him so much. I think Chris has an unbelievable voice, but I think Thomas has a good chance because his popularity is just through the roof right now.
And they both put out albums recently.
Yeah, and I mean, Eric Church and Keith Urban, they're up for the big award. And those two categories don't usually correlate.
I don't have an issue with any 5 of these guys winning.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with all of them. Who I want to win would be Eric Church because I feel like I'm obsessed with his music, especially his latest album. And so I want him to win, but I'd be super happy if any of these people win.
Fair enough.
So you want and you think Chris Stapleton will win.
Yes. All
right, on to the next category. New Artist of the Year. It's Luke Combs, Old Dominion, John Party, Brett Young, Lauren Elena. It could be really anybody's game at this point.
Give me. I think Old Dominion's gonna win, even though
that's who you think is going to win.
Yeah.
Old Dominion. Who do you want to win?
I like Brett Young a lot.
Brett Young is really good. I interviewed him once, and that was the best day of my
Humble
life.
brag.
Humble brag. It was. I didn't meet him. It was satellite, so he never saw me. But anyways, okay. Who do I think is going to win? I think Old Dominion has a really good chance.
The new artist thing is weird because I feel like they've been around for 5 years.
You can be nominated twice in this category.
That's what's weird about it.
So, do you think people might have forgotten about them by now, or maybe don't consider them a new artist?
I don't consider them a new artist anymore.
So, do you think that would hurt their chances?
Probably not with the voters.
Okay, so I think they'll win.
In the general consensus, yes, I think.
I would be very happy. So, I think the Old Dominion will win. I think it's a really tight race between that or John Party, but I think Old Dominion will take it. Who I want to win?
John Party has to.
John Party. But I love all of them. I love Brett Young. I love Luke Combs so much.
And I believe someone's seeing John Party this weekend.
I am seeing John Party on Friday, so I'll tell him that I voted for him here. Yeah.
I think you're going to get that picture with him again?
Yeah. I have one, and I look so bad in it because I had been up for a long time. But anyways, yeah. I love him. So I want John Party to win, but I'd be happy with anyone. Lauren Elena is the only female in the category, so
she's good too.
She's so good. She's so good. So
dark horse, Luke Combs. Luke Combs
could win.
He's
and our
Facebook
fans, actually, a lot of people said that is who they
he came in. He was opening for Brantley Gilbert
and I missed it.
March. It was awesome.
Devastating. Okay, so we've come to a consensus who we think will win Old Dominion. Who we want to win is different. John Party, and you say
Brett Young.
You do have to keep in mind John Party has 2 other nominations, though, so that can also push somebody over the top. I need help. I am like obsessed with these things. All right, music video of the year. I'm not super invested. Are you super invested in music videos?
I used to be when I was younger, back when CMT showed
Okay.
music videos and all that. I just don't think they're the.
But I don't know. Yeah,
They're not.
I get it.
They're not how they used to be. But that being said, "Craving You" was a pretty good music video.
Yeah, so the nominees are Little Big Town, Better Man, Keith Urban, Blue Ain't Your Color, Thomas Rhett and Marin, Craving You, Miranda Lambert, Vice, Brothers Osborne, It Ain't My Fault. Love all the songs. Craving You is an amazing video, but I think Miranda's video, I liked the symbolism behind it. It was kind of her like rising from the ashes after her divorce, and so I liked that.
"Craving You" is like a mini movie, and it told a story in the video, which I'm always a big fan of. I actually think "It Ain't My Fault" Brothers Osborne's gonna win because I think the voters really dig their style.
I do think that the voters like Brothers Osborne. I can see them giving it to Thomas Rhett and Marin, though, because they both have nominations and they have a good chance of losing.
Correct.
So they could throw it in there. All right, vocal duo of the year, Dan and Shay, Florida Georgia Line, Low Cash, Maddie and Tay, Brothers Osborne. Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win?
I want Brothers Osborne to win. I think they are super underrated.
They are.
When you hear them and you're like, yep, these guys got it. Who do I think's gonna win? Probably FGL.
Okay.
What's your stats on them?
Florida Georgia. Well, Brothers Osborne upset Florida Georgia Line last year. So, and I think I think Florida Georgia Line was a lot more popular at that time because I think they had, Holy was a huge song, and that's around the same time. I think Brothers Osborne will win. In a perfect world, who I'd want to win, I love Maddie and Tay, but they don't really have a chance because they haven't had new music out for a long time.
They kind of were one and done so far, right? They had a second hit, but
they're so good. But I mean, I don't think they really have a chance of winning. But no. Brothers Osborne, I think, will win, and I'd be very happy with that. All right, let's come back to Entertainer of the Year and talk about Single of the Year. The nominees are Better Man, Blue Ain't Your Color, Body Like a Back Road, Dirt on My Boots, or Tin Man. And this is hard because it has two of my very favorite people in there. Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win?
I want Better Man to win.
It's a good song.
But I think Body Like a Back Road's going to do it.
You do think that? See, I don't think
that
the
was probably
CMAs,
the song of the summer.
It was, but I don't think the CMAs will take it seriously. I think the nomination here was the win. I think the nomination was the win. Can you imagine Body Like a Back Road winning over Tin Man or something super serious?
I really can.
Okay, well, so is that who you want to win?
I want Better Man to win. I think that was a really well done song. That
was a really good song. Okay, Single of the Year. I think I love Dirt on My Boots. It's not my favorite John Party song, though. I love them all. This one isn't his best song, in my opinion, but I love it, obviously. I danced to it.
I wish John Party would release Night Shift as a single.
It's so good. Every song, I mean, we don't even need to get into this. I'm just obsessed. But who I want to win, Miranda, Tin Man. Who I think will win, it's so hard. I really don't. I was shocked when Dirt on My Boots got nominated, so I don't think that's going to win. Who I think will win, I would say Keith, but he doesn't really win that much. Okay. Who I want to win, Miranda Lambert. Who I think will win, Little Big Town, Better Man. That's what I'm going with. So we disagree on that one. All right, let's go to Song of the Year. Okay. So
what's the difference between single and Song of the Year?
Single of the Year, one of them grants the award to the songwriters. The other one goes to the artist. So Song of the Year, pretty much the same. Dirt on My Boots. Oh, that is the exact same. Single, are they the same category?
No, they're not. Because I've always wondered this, but it must be just the same five. So I think we can skip that.
It's not, though. I don't think.
Ooh. We need a fact check.
I need to fact check this. Single of the Year. There was one difference, I thought. No, there's not. Woo.
See? So we can, probably the same answers.
Okay, that's shocking. Okay, so yeah, same answers. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, Sam Hunt does have a chance. He's never won a CMA before, even when he was at his peak, so I don't know. All right, let's go to Album of the Year.
This is where we're going to be.
This is where we're going to disagree. All right. The Breaker, Little Big Town, Chris Stapleton, From a Room, Volume 1, Lady Antebellum, Heartbreak, The Nashville Sound, Jason Isbell, and the 400 Unit, and The Weight of These Wings, Miranda Lambert. Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win?
I want Isbell to win. Okay. Because his sound is so old school country in a new setting. It's awesome. I think Stapleton's gonna win.
Okay.
That's one of the best albums I've listened to.
Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
He puts out amazing.
Me and Ken listened to that album all summer golfing.
Ken loves Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, we would just play that on loop while golfing. While
Yeah.
Ken was like very frustrated golfing.
He loves Chris Stapleton. So I don't think Little Big Town will win because, I mean, I feel like they've had...
Lady A gets a lot of love, don't they?
Lady A gets a lot of love, but the same thing with Little Big Town. I think they've both had humongous careers, big songs, big albums, and then I think now they're kind of still riding the wave, but they're not at their peak. You know, I think Heartbreak is a great album, and I love it, and I sing it all the time. Album of the year, who I want to win, Miranda, The Weight of These Wings, because obviously I'm obsessed, but that's just her best CD by far, and it has everything. It's very country, and then it's like folky, and it's like rock at times, and it really actually tells the story of her personal life, and I can appreciate that. Who I think will win, Miranda Lambert, Weight of These Wings. If there was an upset, it would be Jason, though. So we don't agree. We don't see the same things here.
No love for Stapleton, huh?
I think Chris Stapleton, like, it's not against him. It's just I think Miranda's...
The voters love Chris Stapleton.
They do love him. He hasn't been a huge winner, though. Again, I think
Besides,
he's had
like, the one year he cleaned up everything.
Yeah, but I think he's had... You know what I mean? I think he's had his time. I think Miranda's coming into her time now.
Okay.
And I'm biased.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe take the Homer glasses off.
The what?
What?
I just think Miranda's album is the best one.
Fair.
And I'm not... That's nothing against any of the other albums. It's just... It's my favorite.
I got you.
All right, so we did Song of the Year. Vocal Group of the Year. Lady Antebellum, Little Big Town, Old Dominion, Rascal Flatts, Zac Brown Band.
This one's like the biggest, like, no-brainer for me. Zac Brown Band, by far.
So good. They're all so good. I love Rascal Flatts.
I love old Rascal Flatts.
I think it'll be... So who do you want to win?
Both Zac Brown bags.
And who do you think will win? And you think he'll win too?
They'll win.
Okay.
The band, not
the
him.
band. Sorry, the band. Thanks for... I know that. I'm just staring at the list. Who I want to win, my favorite group on here is Lady Antebellum. Who I think will win, Little Big Town. Old Dominion could be on. That would be an upset, though. I can totally see Old Dominion coming for their
They would
vocal
probably
group.
have to win.
New
if they
artist.
win new duo or new group,
new artist. Yeah.
If they win that, then they could. If they win one, they'll probably win the other.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. It takes a humongous group, though, to do something like that. They're good.
Seeing Zac Brown Band in concert is like a life-changing experience.
I need to do that. I don't think we've ever been in the same place at the same time, but I want to see
So
that.
good.
All right, musical event, Craving You, Funny How Time Slips Away, Kill a Word, Setting the World on Fire, Speak to a Girl.
I want Setting the World on Fire.
Okay.
Because I'm like a huge Kenny Chesney fan, and I think him teaming up with Pink just shows like what his creative mindset. And he's like, he had an interview where he's like, I knew I needed a female voice on this, and he thought of Pink. Like, what country artist would think of Pink for that?
I know,
and it works so well.
It's a good song.
I think Kill a Word's gonna win, and I'm cool with that too.
Yeah,
that's one of the more powerful songs I've listened to in the last couple of years.
I want Kill a Word to win again because it shows like Eric Church's softer side, which we don't see like so often. And so I really want that to win. And right now, I feel like that's a good song. Who I think will win, I think it'll be Funny How Time Slips Away because Glenn Campbell passed, and I think they're going to give it to him.
Postmortem, or
yeah, posthumously.
Posthumously,
is that the right thing?
I think you're right.
All right, so now let's talk about the big category here because we want the same thing, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Entertainer of the Year, and I asked people on Facebook what they thought. In the top, it was Garth, Keith, or Eric. There were some Luke votes, some Chris votes. Who do you think it'll be? Garth Brooks, Luke Bryan, Eric Church, Chris Stapleton, Keith Urban.
Who won it last year?
Last year was Garth. And that was a wild card. That was kind of a wild card that he won.
I don't know. If Garth's in the category, he wins.
I know.
So I think Garth Brooks is going to win, and I have no problem with that. Garth Brooks is probably... He changed country music.
Yeah. Oh,
he's like when he started doing his music, people thought he was kind of like how Sam Hunt is now. They're like, this is different. I'm not sure if we like this.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to win. If I had my choice, it's Eric Church because going to him in concert is, like I said, with Zac Brown Band, a life-changing experience. But Eric Church, if you're kind of a fan or not a fan, you go see him live, you're like the biggest fan ever after.
Yeah.
And Eric Church could very well win just because he was by himself on tour.
Yeah, he was by himself. And I saw him.
And he did 2 acts.
Yeah, I saw him a few months ago. I saw Keith Urban, who I think will win. I think that who I want to win, Eric Church, because he's just one of my top favorites ever. Luke has won it a few times. Garth has won it. I think Chris has a chance in the future for sure. Chris will be Entertainer of the Year at some point. You know what I mean? He will. But who I think will win, I think Keith Urban has a good chance. It's between Garth or Keith. I'll go with Garth. I think if there was an upset, it would be Keith, because Keith has been nominated for 5 to 6 awards, I feel like, at every award show, and he never wins. So I think this could be their way of saying...
This is a heavy hitter lineup.
It's all so good. Well, we only have to wait one more day.
Yes,
Are we betting anything on this or no?
Ooh. How about a Charlie sub, since you haven't been there yet?
Okay.
We'll bet lunch.
Cheesesteak. All right. Thank you for joining me.
No problem.
We'll see who is victorious.